Hi, welcome back to my channel. I want to do a video on basically happiness, what I've learnt about it, success, balance, contentment, gratitude. Let's not give it all away in one go, but I'm going to try and get to the point. Apparently, like what I've learnt about happiness and in the last year or whatever, somewhere, was that happiness is not about a instant pleasure. It's about consistent, suitable, like a lifestyle that can meet your needs and bring you the necessary joy and balance that is helpful for a healthy life. So in terms of like, even if you could, like, this is really random, like, but to like if you eat like loads of donuts, like you might think, oh, like, I get to eat loads of donuts, but then your body would be like really unhealthy. So I'm much happier having like all the donuts, but also eating other things as well that sort of maintain balance, if that makes sense. So basically, yeah, basically apparently as well, a hunger for success is actually good for some people. I definitely would consider myself a chill person, but I feel like maybe my hunger for success is just in another area. For example, like my hunger for like success, it depends how you define success. Like some people define success as making loads of money, which is not a bad thing. Like if that works for you, go ahead. But my goal has never been to have loads of money. My idea of success is having a good, solid, healthy friendship group that works for me, which probably sounds a bit codependent, which probably is a bit of a codependent answer, but at the same time, having a peaceful lifestyle that is, you know, joyful to me, and, you know, having the things, not necessarily physical things, but the things in life that I want eventually at the time, and having a good relationship with God and blah blah blah. So that's kind of my idea of success, and it helps propel you and build momentum to getting that thing, I feel like. So yeah, but as you can balance it with contentment as well, because I feel like for various reasons and conditioning and blah blah, I feel like, or whatever else that has affected it, is the fact of, I feel like I was sort of trying to build extra momentum for a situation, and then like not having the contentment at that point. I definitely think like everything comes to you at the point you're supposed to. Like I feel like because I'm older and more able to make my own choices and more healed and more healthy than I have been in the past is a reason why I feel content at the moment in lots of ways. And because we've just had a lockdown and I've spent loads of time at home, and that's chilled me out, and I'm an introvert, so that's helped my level of contentment. But then in other times I've been content in other things. So it's just important to recognise the balance, I feel like, between hunger and contentment and success. I don't think you have to be conscious about this. I think a lot of this stuff just happens anyway. Like, this is just a video of me talking about it. But I also feel like, yeah, hunger for success and contentment, helpful to recognise the balance sometimes if you feel that is out of whack. Because I feel like my momentum to like build money was from outside pressure over my internal need for money, because money is just money. I'm not bringing it to the grave apparently. So money is just something that we need to live. I can buy us nice things, to be fair, so there we go. We all like a good shopping trip or holiday to Barbados. It's also apparently about comparison, in terms of not only that comparison with others can make you unhappy because you can sort of sense your level of lack, but also in the other way round of, if you have, I'm not saying have low expectations, I definitely think I've picked up my expectations. It's made me a lot happier to build to that expectation. I think maybe one person's level of expectation is different from someone else's because they have differing ideas of you know, success and what they want. So their ideas of you know, like comparison for, sorry, their level of their levels that they're aiming for and whatever it is different, because there is a comparison that needs to be made in order to get to a goal. But I think maybe this is just about differing people, because as I said, we're not all supposed to, you know, want to, like, we're not like supposed to fuse together as people, all of us, because then otherwise we'd be one bundle of, you know, atom. That wouldn't be very functional for life. So luckily God has given us all an array of intricate things that separate us. So there we are. But I definitely feel like, yeah, the comparison side of things, like, I noticed that maybe when I raised my standard in certain areas it was good, but because I think you have a I think it's what happens in adulthood, you figure out your own standards, but I also feel like if you're raised with a certain standard, when you allow that to drop, if for example like at school, I think there's just a level set for you, a standard set for you in terms of academia. You know, I feel like I did quite well in school, but at the same time I wasn't like the genius. I tried, you know, but I got B's and C's, so there we are. No, I'm joking. I was quite intelligent, I feel like, but the fact is that you have certain standards set for you by others, be that in upbringing, be that in, you know, by friends, and I think it depends, because if friends have a certain standard as well, like, they can kind of you know, project that onto you as well. And I think this is why it's so important to have healthy boundaries with friends, because you don't want to overstep that sort of cannibalistic mindset between people, where you can sort of start eroding their own sense of self, because you are, like, you know, being sort of too far into their life, if that makes sense. So yeah. Another idea is that gratitude. Apparently gratitude is so important for happiness in life, and actually, you know, being able to get through life in a sort of healthy way and sort of like have a positive mindset. Like, I did this video ages ago, on having a gratitude journal, and how it was helpful for me. I didn't consistently do it, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't done it really since, but when I did it on that day, it was really powerful. But it has shown me to incorporate gratitude in general life more, and I do, like, if something good happens, I'm like, thank you Jesus, do you know what I mean? Again, I'm not a nun, like, I feel like I have to keep saying that in different things. People that aren't inclined towards God, like, they might find that a bit weird, and it's not just that I find it weird, I don't want you to think that I'm like this crazy Jesus freak, because I'm not. I mean, maybe I am a little bit, but there's a level where you're just like, okay, stop, do you know what I mean? And I'm aware of that, and I do it to myself, so there we go. So yeah, gratitude, just helpful. Apparently in our day and age as well, this is the last thing I think, is that actually I might just put one other thing at the end. Let me just say this first, because then I'll end on the last bit, which ego, I guess this again goes with expectations, because apparently the ego is apparently seen as, in a holistic way, as a part of yourself that is able to separate from God. And I guess it is because you have like set beliefs and ideas that you can choose, or you can choose, that you are given, or, you know, you have your baseline ego that we can't change, but you kind of go through your life making choices, and we have free will and blah blah.